Now let me say welcome to my guests for tonight, Amanda, Monica, Jerry, Roxanne, Christine. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Now, I would like to start with this book. Typically, we have fiction, poetry, but this is a picture book, Illuminate Ghana. And it's going to be launched on May 31st. That's Thursday?
Yes, that's Thursday.
6 to 9 p.m. I'd like to ask you first, Monica Watkins, to tell me a little bit about the organization Beauty for Freedom, what you do, and how you came out with this picture book, Illuminate Ghana.
Yeah, so thank you so much again for having us. We have an organization called Beauty for Freedom. It's based out of New York City, and we are an anti-trafficking organization that really focuses on empowering and the art of healing through the creative arts for survivors of human trafficking. So we've worked all over the world and have been able to serve over 1,500 survivors of human trafficking in Cambodia, in India, now in Ghana, in the United States, in Hong Kong, in Haiti, the Dominican Republic. We've worked all over the world primarily with children, and we teach workshops that are all based in and around the creative arts. We started working with this incredible organization last year in Ghana called Challenging Heights. And one of our workshops was a photography workshop, and the students were incredible. They were absolutely incredible and shot over 5,000 images that we then curated into this incredible community portrait of Winneba, which is where Challenging Heights is based, and all of the incredible work that they do in rescue, recovery, reintegration, advocacy. The list goes on and on and on. So we really chose an amazing organization to partner with, and now the project this year has come full circle with this book launch and being able to showcase these youth as published artists and also raise money for Challenging Heights. And we're really grateful to Libraria Ghana for hosting this book launch at their incredible venue on Thursday, and we're just really excited for the kids to see the response that their work gets all throughout Ghana and all over the world, actually.
So we as I mentioned, have a special interest in the written word, and you've spoken about how you selected the photos and all that, and but I'm wondering whether at any point during the work that you were doing, whether there was any consideration for creative talent expressed in poetry, in fiction, or any other form of writing.
Absolutely. And actually, the writer who worked on this book, she's actually Ghanaian. Her name is Rebecca, and she connected us with Libraria. She opens the book with a poem about Ghana and about youth and creativity. And then she wrote a beautiful essay about Winneba, and kind of touched a bit upon the issue of human trafficking. So there is great writing there. And then we interviewed all the students that were a part of this workshop, and they really got a chance to tell us what their hopes and dreams for their futures were. And we also included that in the book as well. So it's definitely, a photography book, but it does have a lot of really relevant writing, and the children's voices are heard in this book, not only with their photographs, but also with the interviews that we did with them as well.
And most importantly, in our teachings throughout the creative photography workshops, it was really about building confidence and telling the story through their eyes in an area of strength and empowerment. It's seeing what we were teaching them through art and photography and really painting that portrait that they can do that themselves. They can do that as a professional living because the artists that we teach with are all doing it as a living.
Well, there's this thing about the creative art therapy bit of your work in Winneba. Would it be correct to assume that all the people you work with have that kind of a background of having suffered some form of human trafficking, or are they survivors of some sort of events?
Right. That's actually a great question. And the students that we worked with through Challenging Heights, they come from a region that has a high risk of human trafficking. So the youth are at risk. A few of them are also survivors of human trafficking, but we do not differentiate. And for the most part, the majority of the children had not been trafficked. So I want to make that clear to people so that they don't misunderstand. You know, really, the story of Challenging Heights is about the incredible, uplifting, empowering work that they do. But we don't want to label any of the children at all, because we really prefer to look at the hopefulness of their futures, the hopefulness and their dreams for their own lives, and also to see the beauty of the community, which is apparent in that book. To look at the community through their eyes shows you hope, and it shows you love, and it shows you beauty. So, you know, we're really proud of what the youth accomplished there.
Let me bring in Challenging Heights, Christine.
Of course.
First, tell us a little bit about Challenging Heights. What kind of an organization is it? What do you do?
Yeah, so Challenging Heights was founded in 2005 by James Kofi Annan. He himself is a survivor of trafficking to Lake Volta. He was trafficked when he was 6 years old and spent 7 years in modern slavery working as a fisher boy on the lake. He managed to escape and then put himself through school, through university, became a manager at Barclays Bank, and then during his time there, he was unable to forget his experiences on the lake, and so he decided to start Challenging Heights as a way to try to go and rescue the children that were still left on the lake. So you know, we have three main programs: our rescue and recovery program, where we rescue children from Lake Volta. We have a rehabilitation house where they receive therapy, counseling, any medical care, and they start school for the first time before they're reintegrated back with their families. And then we have a prevention program where we work to address the root causes of trafficking, such as poverty, naivety, and family separation. And then we also have an advocacy program where we work to promote policies and actions that can work to end trafficking in Ghana's fishing industry.
And this collaboration you've had with Monica and Jerry, where would you place it amongst what you've just said? Rescue, recovery, rehabilitation, reintegration, prevention, advocacy. Where does this project fall?
I think it falls under our prevention as well as our advocacy. You know, being able to help children recognize and realize their rights and become more resilient against trafficking, as well as bringing awareness among the community, just really kind of uplifting and affirming children's rights within the community, as well as with the book being able to raise awareness among some of the people who may be less affected, such as in Accra, some of the policymakers. They're able to see the impacts and use that in an advocacy sort of way.
Monica, is this a one-off for you for the Ghana project? Is this it?
No, it's not. We really want to, and just to clarify, so the project that we that culminated in Illuminate Ghana, that was last year. We are now back again this year with 3 weeks worth of art programming that we've developed for Challenging Heights. So this is our second year in a row working with these incredible youth, to be able to see how they've grown in the last year, to see their artistic ability soaring from one year to the next. And, you know, we hope to build a long relationship with Challenging Heights and come back for years and years and years to come working with them.
Yeah, just yesterday they were back at the school with the children, starting the photography workshops again, with about half of them were returning from last year and then half of are new and discovering their talents as well. So we're really excited to have them back.
Yeah.